Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you're new here, hi there. My name is bbsboakye. So as you can see, this video is on mute and I'm just like, this is just a voiceover because I was way too excited and like overhyping this video. This is about money. I am stressed, so no, I had to mute myself. I'm going to be talking about how much I spend in a month as an international student. I mean, I'm not international, but like, you guys get the point, you get the point, yes. So today I'm going to be talking about how much I spend in a month as a university student, how much it cost me, my transportation, my rent, my bills. Every single bill I make, I was able to pile them all down into this book. Every single thing I bought, I kept the receipts just so I could be able to calculate it and know what I spent, where my money went to, what I spent too much money on, what I need to stop buying, what I need to stop spending. You get the point. Yes, you guys get the point. There's also many things I need to stop doing, and this video is what is going to tell me what I spent so much money on. Any unnecessary thing that I didn't need to buy, that I didn't need to spend money on. Yes, this. So the first thing we're going to talk about, like the first thing everyone wants to know, and the first thing that I should talk about is the thing which excuse me, is the thing which I cannot avoid. Something which no matter what I do as a student, it cannot be avoided, and that thing is my rent. So if you guys have watched any of my previous, okay, that's a lot of hair. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you know that I live in a student home and I live in a one apartment. So I live on my own with my own bathroom and I only share a kitchen. And to have this comfort, that's the key word, comfort in my own bathroom, I have to pay a monthly sum of 410 euros. So there are different prices, of course. I could have opted for a cheaper option, but I wanted my own bathroom, and now I actually want my own kitchen, which means that is more money I would have to put in to get that. So I'm still thinking about that, if that's a smart move or a smart choice to make. But I think somewhere in here I would insert a video of how my room looks like, so you guys would see how my room looks and how much I pay, or if it's worth paying 410 for. But that's the amount I pay each month for my room, 410 euros. And the next bill, which I cannot avoid, are my phone bills. So I have an Austrian SIM card and I use Dry. So Dry, just like Ghana is like MTN, Airtel, Tigo, it's called Dry. And for Dry, monthly, I have to pay 17 euros 74 cents. I think that is like really expensive, and it's like a monthly subscription kind of thing. So every month I get like, they say unlimited, like, you know, interactions, focus and things like that. But some way, somehow, I am able to get all my unlimited data done. So I can text for a while, and like after 1-2 weeks, my data is finished. I guess because I do make lots of like FaceTime videos. I guess that also takes a lot of data. I'm not sure, but my unlimited data does not last for the whole month for some reason. So now I have to mix that between using the Wi-Fi in the student home and then my credits when I go out, just so it doesn't finish before the month ends. So that cost 17 euros 74 cents. And for January, I went grocery shopping quite often. I don't know why, but then I did buy like lots of things. But then, for example, something like milk and a level of eggs, I was running out of these two stuff quite often, milk and egg. So my milk mostly lasted about 3-4 days, because I was taking cornflakes, tea. Most of the things I was eating involved me having milk, so my milk didn't really last long. So for my grocery shopping in total, I spent 34 euros 72 cents. I think that was okay, because I was even able to buy, I think, like a whole bag set of drinks. So six bottles of big drinks. So I think for that amount, 34 euros 72 cents, I think that was okay. I just don't know what I bought in that was unnecessary. I don't know. But I still have some things I have to buy for February, because the things I bought in January with this 34.72 were still not enough. So I guess maybe I didn't go grocery shopping enough, or I need to actually have a list where I write the things I need and the things I do not. So I know what I buy and I don't go spend extra to buy any things I do not need when I go grocery shopping. And surprisingly, one thing that spends my money the most was eating out. Like, I am still very shocked and surprised at the amount I got after I calculated how much I spent eating outside, because it's crazy. So I spent a total of 47 euros, and I'm still wondering, 47 euros what for? What did I spend this 47 euros on? Like, it's crazy. 47 euros just for eating out, and I didn't go eat out with any of my friends except my siblings, so that is crazy. And I only went out with my older sister, I think, once or twice. So for that amount, I think that is something I actually do need to cut on, because I do not have that kind of money or luxury to be spending so much eating out when I do buy groceries as well. And for transportation, if you are someone coming to Austria, I would advise you to opt for what I opted for. So I bought the Austrian climate ticket, called the Klima ticket. I bought it for 821 euros, and it lasts for 13 months. It lasts for 13 months, which means I spend less than 2 euros a day paying for that ticket I have. And that Klima ticket can go all over Austria. I mean, of course, it's a one-time payment of 821, and that can be a bit hefty or too expensive, but I think it's worth it in the general run or in the long run, because 2 euros a day to travel all the way to Wels, like an hour, to Vienna in 4 hours with that same ticket without having to pay anything, I think it's worth it. That's just my opinion, but I do think it's worth it. So if you have that option, go for it. Like, instead of buying the tickets daily. So as a student, if I want to buy a daily ticket, it costs €1.80. If I want to travel from where I live back to my parents' place, the ticket ranges from 30 to about 40-50 euros. That is a lot just for one day, when I can just spend 821 to buy a ticket that can transport me everywhere, and I just have to pay less than 2 euros a day. That's so worth it. I mean, of course, that's only if you do travel a lot. But if you are not someone who wants to go all over the place, you can, of course, buy the ticket for the place you live for a month or for a year. I think the Salzburg ticket costs about 200 and something. That's fine as well, because that's, from what I heard, you pay less than 2 euros a day as well. So that's worth it if you're not someone who moves out of the place you are often. And so I also did spend money on like some miscellaneous stuff, which is like a birthday gift. So I went for a birthday party last month. I went for a birthday party last month in January. And for the gift I sent to the person, it cost me 15 euros. I do think that is like not too expensive. That's okay. It was just one birthday party, but of course, if it's more than one, you have to spend more than 15 euros on each. That could like add up to being a lot of money, but I think it was just one birthday party, and 15 euros is like, it's okay, I guess. And also I bought clothes last month. I think that is something I need to work on, and I don't think this is something that I'll be spending money on every month. So in a way it's fine, but this is an expense that I could actually cut. So I spent a total of 100 euros buying clothes, 100 euros, but this is where the but is. I don't have to pay like everything at once. So I did buy a few clothes, I think, with Klarna, and I don't have to pay it instantly. I would have to pay it, I think, somewhere next month, or wait, February, somewhere in this month. But I did add that bill to this one because I already put that money aside to pay for it, which makes no sense, because if I already have that money aside, why don't I pay for it? Wait, your friend, because I said, what's going on? You see? No, I don't even understand myself anymore. So I have the money, but I still haven't paid, because I'm enjoying the fact that I have Klarna where I can just like, buy the things and then pay later. It makes me feel like I'm a rich man because I have money in my account. So I do feel like a rich man. But then that means this month I'm going to suffer, because you guys, let me tell you, that pay later thing, if you have that option, say no. Say no. It tempts you into buying more things you do not need. You just keep buying them. Don't take the pay later. I'm giving the advice, but I will still go for pay later. So, but like, hey, if it works, so you go for it. So these were all the expenses I had to make this month. I think there were some that could easily be cut out, like for example the eating out, that I could easily cut it out, that I do need to cut down, because if I'm spending 34.72 on grocery shopping, then why am I spending even more going out to eat when I can just make food on my place? So I think that is something I can cut out. But all in all, I spent a total of 624 euros 46 cents. But this doesn't include my transportation daily. So if we add, let's say, 2 euros for 30 days, I guess, so 2 times 30, that's 60 euros. Why just a second, easy calculation, my goodness. Okay, so which means all in all, I spent a total of €684.46. And as a student who just started working, I don't know where I got this money from. I have no idea where I got the €684.46 to be able to pay my bills. I have no idea, but a miracle happened and I was able to afford €684.46 to be able to pay my bills for January. Hopefully I spent less in February, but of course some things are there which cannot be avoided. And the most expensive one was of course my rent, which I cannot avoid. My phone bill as well, I cannot avoid. So I would have to save at the little places that matter. But then I think this month I would have to spend money on a few utilities as well, because I have run out of most of the hygiene stuff I took from my mom. So I've run out of like shampoo, I've run out of soap. So I'll most likely have to spend money on that this month. I didn't have to do that last month, but this month I'll have to spend money on it. So I guess my bills for this month might be a bit more, might be a bit less if I cut out my eating out, but I have no idea how it's going to be yet. But hopefully it's less, because a girl doesn't make money to be spending this amount that she's spending. But like, yeah, so this is just a rough idea of how much you can expect to spend as a university student in Austria. But obviously, as I said earlier, depending on where you decide to live, where your accommodation is, your rents could make this bill so much more cheaper, like so much more cheaper. Because if my apartment cost about 250, this whole bill would be like way lower. That would be about, I'd have spent about 534.46, and that is like 150 lower. That is still something. But like, yes, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe, because right now, honestly, this year we are going to grow this channel. So as I am sitting here with this afro looking at all of you, I can't even see you, let me look at you all. So as I'm sitting here with this afro looking at you, you've watched this video, you've gotten this far, tell me, why have you not subscribed? Why? Ask yourself why. Do comment down below why. After you're done commenting, then subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Do not forget to subscribe. I have said it again. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. Till next time, it's your girl Benis.